What's up guys, it's Bree here from Neighbourhood. Have you ever found yourself recreating the same workflow over and over and over again? It can get a little bit tiring and repetitive, and sometimes you just wish you could grab that block of actions and put them into your new workflow. Well, guess what? You actually can. Today, we're going to jump in and learn how to save and reuse a group of actions within a workflow. And just a quick note that this function is only available for those of you who have an Enterprise Marketing Hub subscription. And if you want to take today's lesson offline, there will be a free downloadable PDF in the description below. All right, let's get into it. So when we're talking about saving and reusing a group of actions, we want to think about what we're actually saving. So in this case, I think what's best is when you find yourself reusing a group of at least 5 actions over and over again. So that might be a list of actions, one that comes after another, or it might be a large branch that you've set up before and you don't want to set up again. So in order to get started, we're going to get straight into creating a workflow. Now, if you're looking for a bit more information about automation and how to use the workflow tool, make sure to check out our other HubSpot How To on how to do that. So first thing we want to do is have a think of what type of workflow we're going to create. So I'm just going to create a contact-based workflow. And you also might find in this instance that you're not actually going to go away and create these saved and reusable workflow templates, but you might find that you go back to a workflow you've done before, save a section, and then reuse it later. In this case, we're just going to set it up straight away. So I'm going to add a couple of actions that you may reuse over and over again. So it might be something like a delay and then multiple nurture emails. So I'm going to quickly set this up now for you, and then I'll come back in a second. Alrighty, I'm back. So what I have done is create a pretty basic email nurture in which we've got a delay for 3 days and then an email, and that repeats for a couple of times. So pretty basic. But to do that over and over again can be a little bit tiresome sometimes. What I have done, good to note, is just I've put an unknown email. I haven't selected one. So once I do save and reuse this, it's going to be super easy for me to click in and just pick a email ready to go. Now, what we want to do is save this as a template. So how we're going to do that, we're going to click the little plus sign, and we're going to go into action sets here. So this is where they live and where you can select and reuse them over and over again. So I'm going to click on create an action set. I'm going to name it as something helpful that will help me remember what this is. So we'll say like a 5 times email nurture with 3-day delays. Make sure to add a description. And what we're going to do is copy all actions from a current workflow. So another way to do this is start from scratch, in which it'll take you to a new screen where you can build out that template from scratch. But what we're going to do is actually copy all the actions from this workflow and turn it into a template. So I'm going to click next. It's going to do its thing. And you can see here we're now in a different screen, and this is the screen in which you will build the action set. So you can see we've got our delays and our emails that have been saved. You can also jump in here now and add some more things if you need to. So maybe I want to create a task here as well, for example. I'll wait for that to save. And then we're going to click save and exit. So we can now see our action set on the left-hand side here. We've got a bit of a preview on what it does, and we've also got the description as well. So if I close out of that, now what I can do is go back into the plus sign. I can go into my action sets, and I can select the action set that I want to be put into this workflow, and I'll click add. And straight away, it has just added all of that, saving me a heap of time. It's important to note for these action sets that they are per object. So you can't place a contact action set within a company-based workflow, for example. So you will need to build out separate ones per object. But once you've done that, you're going to save a heap of time. Alrighty, and there we have it. You have just learned how to create, save, and reuse action sets within automation tools in HubSpot. What a legend. Now, if you're after a PDF version of what we've talked about today, as I mentioned earlier, there is a free downloadable in the description below. If you feel like you've learned something new from this video today, make sure to give us a like, subscribe, and always hit that bell button so you can keep up to date on all our new videos and content. All right, that's all from me, guys. I'll see you next time. Happy HubSpotting.